Hi, everyone, and thanks again for tuning in to our presentation today. My name is Catherine Schwarzentraub, and I use she, her pronouns, and I am the General Advisor here in Education Abroad. So on a day-to-day basis, I meet with students as they begin to plan for their interest in study abroad, and also to help them develop academic, personal, and professional goals that lead to program selection. And today I'm really excited to share information with you about study abroad and global opportunities at the University of Maryland. Additionally, throughout the video, you will hear reflections from our peer mentors, who will be sharing reflections, takeaways, and tips from their study abroad experiences. So first off, welcome to the University of Maryland. We are really excited to have you officially in our Terp family and to help you make the most of your experience here on campus and beyond. And at the moment, we're excited to have the opportunity to connect with you virtually and look forward to meeting you in person very soon. Please know that although UMD's physical campus is closed, Education Abroad and other departments remain open. So we're always here to help students and support their global learning, whether in a virtual or in-person capacity. So hopefully as you're attending various sessions of this orientation, you'll start to create an idea of what you would like your experience here at Maryland to include, from what you'd like to study, to organizations to be a part of, and even community events to attend. Perhaps a global experience will be added to your list as well. For most of our Terps, a Maryland experience can be a global one, with experiences that build community in College Park and beyond. Your global learning can be an integral part of your college experience, and we believe that all students should have access to international education opportunities during their time at UMD. In fact, global experiences can even give you an advantage in the job market after graduation and throughout your career. We in Education Abroad are here to help bring your global learning to life through opportunities like study abroad. Our advisors are ready to connect with you through all stages of your UMD journey to help you navigate your options and design a Maryland experience that goes beyond our campus borders. But if you're eager to get started in building your global network in your first year at UMD, I'll mention UMD's Global Classroom Initiative, which takes advantage of our global network of top-tier institutions around the world to virtually connect you with international peers and collaborate on projects that design impactful solutions to the planet's biggest challenges. Global classroom courses are available each term, and new courses are constantly in development. So when I was in your shoes in beginning my undergraduate studies, I definitely knew studying abroad was something I was interested in, but didn't know how I could make it work as a double major and still graduate on time. And even though I didn't declare my major until my sophomore year, when I first developed my 4-year plan, I made sure to include the semesters I wanted to study abroad and any possible degree requirements to take during that time. So don't be nervous if you don't know where to start. Your academic advisor is a great resource for guidance in completing this task. And it was those semesters abroad in London, England, and Vienna, Austria, that led me to my future career path as an international educator, but also my belief in the importance of having a global experience, such as study abroad, during your time in college. So we'll also discuss later in our video, study abroad has many benefits and takeaways that I can personally attest to, such as experiencing a culture firsthand, personal growth and self-awareness, and fostering skills that will be beneficial both at UMD and after graduation. So in its simplest terms, study abroad is an academic experience. You're taking classes at a local university or institution abroad, or with a UMD faculty member, and the credit transfers back to UMD. But beyond that, it's an opportunity to immerse yourself in a different culture and connect with your host community on a deeper level than if you were just to visit a location as a tourist. While important learning is going on in the classroom, we believe just as many lessons or time of learning take place in your day-to-day life. So an example that I always like to share is that hopefully by the time you reach college, you likely know how to confidently do laundry with little issue, or if not, it's time to learn. But when it comes to washing clothes around the world, even a simple task like this can prove challenging and new, as you discover when you do laundry for the first time in your apartment, there's no dryer and you'll have to air dry your clothes. So I guess that outfit you wanted to debut for dinner in a few hours and show your friends is off the table. While this seems minor and frivolous, these lessons really do teach you to be adaptable in dynamic environments, which certainly proves useful in many aspects of life, both personally and professionally. So the photos here on the screen start to paint a picture of how distinct a study abroad experience is and how it varies from a traditional academic opportunity here in a classroom. So if we are looking at the top left photo, these are students studying medicinal plants in Peru on one of our faculty-led short-term programs. Next to that, we have students working on a service learning project in their host community in the Dominican Republic. On the bottom left, we have students interviewing a formerly imprisoned Slovakian journalist. In the middle, a government and politics student got to take advantage of an internship in British Parliament during her study abroad program. And on the right, student presentations are taking place in an ancient amphitheater in Italy. So our programs really intentionally embrace the local environment as an extension of the traditional classroom. And as you see here in these photos, students are able to gain hands-on experience with material they would have otherwise just had exposure to from a distance. So when you study abroad, the world is your classroom, and this opportunity gives you the chance to step outside your comfort zone and develop your independence and self-sufficiency, while also exploring new perspectives, ideas, relationships, and ways of understanding the world. Your program provides the option of living in a different country and engaging in a culturally immersive experience, while also earning academic credit. And to expand on what you learn in the classroom and to learn more about the local culture, programs might also provide unique learning opportunities such as internships, service learning, and field trips. So there are many great academic, personal, and professional takeaways that you can gain from a study abroad experience. And a few key ones are outlined here on the screen in this graphic. So no matter the length of your program, you'll be exposed to new ideas and perspectives about how the world works. You'll also have the unique opportunity to observe your field of study in a new light and enroll in coursework related to your host country or region. Studying abroad is a great way to expand your network and make friends from all over across the United States, but also the world. These connections are going to provide a meaningful understanding of your host country and will last long after you return home, which is definitely something I can personally attest to. Additionally, studying abroad helps students build their cross-cultural competence and the ability to problem solve and work across differences with people from other countries. As we are living in an increasingly connected world, now more than ever, this really is an important skill to have. So here's our peer mentor, Brianna, sharing an experience from her semester in Munich, Germany.
Hi, my name is Brianna. I'm a senior mathematics major and my preferred pronouns are she, her, and hers. I studied abroad in Dublin, Ireland through CIEE for 6 weeks during the summer in 2017, and I also studied abroad in Munich, Germany through a UMD exchange program for the spring 2019 semester. Studying abroad was the best decision I've made in college, and it has impacted me in so many aspects of my life, both professionally and personally. Something that I really liked about my program was that the school I attended hosted study abroad students from all over the world, not just students from the United States. For example, my roommate was from Brazil, and my friend who lived down the hall was from Spain. My classes were filled with German students from Munich University of Applied Sciences, but also with students from France, Australia, Turkey, Brazil, Switzerland, Sweden, China, and many more. Not only do I love the fact that I now have friends from all around the world that I can visit, but it made classroom discussions more interesting to hear about all the different perspectives, and I enjoyed learning about what life is like in that student's home country.
So while this might seem far away in the future, you are most likely hoping to find a job or attend a graduate school after you complete your time here at UMD. Employers and admissions offices share that they're often looking for candidates that have the following skills listed here on the screen, as well as being able to thrive in a global setting. And research has shown that these skills are all directly linked to employability, as well as being outcomes of participating in studying abroad. The global experience that you have will not only enhance your undergraduate experience, it'll also equip you with the skills that you need to be successful after your time is completed here at Maryland. So now our peer mentor, Madeline, is going to share how she leveraged the skills gained from her study abroad program in an internship interview.
When I interviewed for an internship in the Child Development Clinic at Children's National Medical Center, I was asked about my study abroad experience. The interviewer asked, "What are some skills you gained while studying abroad, and how would they be beneficial in your role within this clinic?" I answered that I had learned many valuable skills during my time abroad that would be useful in this clinical setting. One skill was independence. During my study abroad experience, I was entirely self-sufficient and independent. In an office setting, this independence allows me to be extremely self-motivated and able to initiate and complete tasks on my own. In addition, I improved upon my communication skills. Living in a country where the native language is one you are unfamiliar with, you are forced to learn ways to communicate with limited vocabulary while also learning the local language. Within this clinical setting, this will allow me to effectively communicate with a diverse range of patients that we see. Language barriers are not as much of a struggle as much as they are an exercise of your communication skills. A final skill I learned was adaptability. When things didn't go quite as planned, I was able to figure out another way to accomplish my goals. Adaptability allows me to change the course of action and approach challenges in a new way without getting frustrated or overwhelmed.
About 1 in 10 undergraduates in the US study abroad before they graduate. So, practically speaking, having study abroad can help you stand out to employers and graduate schools. And here at Maryland, we are proud that 23% of undergraduates take advantage of this opportunity, which is 2 times the national average. So now that we painted the picture about what study abroad is, hopefully you're excited to take advantage of this opportunity. So now we're going to talk more about the details about how you can make this a part of your Maryland experience. So one of the first questions I'm typically asked by students is, where can you study abroad? And as you can see highlighted on the map in orange, our students are everywhere. And while we realize that location is one of the first considerations for students, we want to reorient your thinking to academics and recognizing that study abroad is an experience that should be integrated into your larger academic trajectory here at the university. EA offers 400 programs in over 70 countries, and we truly believe that we have something for everyone. Our advisors work with you to learn about your interests and help you define goals that will help you set your priorities. From there, we'll help you map out a list of program options that align with your academic, personal, and financial needs. So while having hundreds of program options is helpful on one hand, as it allows for students of varying academic profiles to find a program that aligns with their needs, it can definitely also be overwhelming to work through the program options to find the right program. Our teams of advisors work with students to think through some of the various aspects of day-to-day life on programs, such as academic structure, housing arrangements, food, etc. And in the end, EA advisors are here to help find a program that meets your academic and personal goals. Our office is proud to work with a diverse community of UMD students who study abroad and to promote that every Terp is a global Terp. No matter your major, you can take advantage of our wide network of partnerships to incorporate study abroad into your Maryland experience. But additionally, we are committed to being inclusive and representative of all students in the UMD community. And your EA advisor is ready and available to discuss how social identity impacts and is impacted by study abroad and to share relevant resources. We hear from a lot of students who believe that study abroad is not an option because of the cost. But actually, we offer programs that are less expensive than a semester in College Park. It's our mission to make study abroad more accessible for all UMD students. As we mentioned, study abroad doesn't need to cost more than attending UMD for a semester. Your EA advisor will work with you to explore our various program options to find the one that best aligns with your budget and financial needs. But additionally, you can apply any scholarships and financial aid that you typically receive to attend UMD to a vast majority of our programs. And we also sponsor the EA Scholarship for all approved semester and short-term programs and award over $850,000 in scholarships each year. We also work with the National Scholarships Office to support students in pursuing other sources of funding. So for example, Pell Grant recipients can apply for the Gilman Scholarship for Study Abroad, which awards up to $5,000 for study abroad. In addition to that, EA offers a $1,000 grant to Pell Grant recipients who complete a Gilman application. You can learn more about the EA Scholarship and other national scholarship opportunities on the scholarships page on our website. So students at UMD are typically studying abroad 365 days of the year on our programs. And our semester program options take place in the fall, spring, or even a full year. Additionally, we run programs in the summer, spring break, and winter term that range from about 1.5 weeks to 6 weeks. So I can't emphasize enough that when it comes to planning for study abroad, early planning is key. And by tuning into this session, you're already on the right path, so we encourage you to continue this momentum. Your academic advisor will be an important stakeholder when it comes to study abroad, as they can help you incorporate it into your academic plan at Maryland. So a pro tip is that we encourage you to bring up your interest in study abroad during that first meeting you have with your academic advisor, so they can make sure it's included in your 4-year plan. Additionally, they can help you review your degree requirements and recommend what courses you would want or need to fulfill on your study abroad program. All of our approved programs offer credit that will directly transfer back to UMD, and these courses can even fulfill major, minor, elective, or gen ed credit. So your EA advisor will help recommend programs depending on the type of courses that you have determined you'll need to complete during your time abroad. A common myth that I very often hear is that if a student doesn't speak a foreign language, they couldn't study abroad. This is definitely not the case, as many of our partners offer a wide variety of coursework options for students to take in English. However, there are many opportunities for students to improve their language proficiency in courses taught in the host country's native language, or even to take an introductory class to learn key phrases to navigate life in your community. So our peer mentor, Alina, will share an example of how she worked with her advisors to set academic goals for study abroad and narrow down her program options.
Hello, my name is Alina Saif, and I'm a current senior double majoring in government and politics and public policy. I studied abroad during the spring 2019 term with the Maryland and Copenhagen program. I allowed my academic needs to play the first role in deciding the programs that I wanted to choose. I knew that I wanted at least 2 or more classes to qualify as resident credit, which automatically narrowed my option to the Maryland IN programs. Following that, I then proceeded to check the availability of needed courses and also consulted my academic advisor on programs previous students chose. Finally, having 2 or 3 possible programs, I then went to meet a study abroad advisor who gave me further knowledge of the program outside of just the academics. I chose Maryland in Copenhagen as it fulfilled my academic needs as well as provided me the cultural exchange I was looking for.
The EA team is here to help you navigate your program options and answer any questions that you might have. You can also chat with our peer mentors if you would like to hear more about their study abroad experience and any advice that they have for other students. And like we've mentioned, your academic advisor, both in your major and in your academic college or school, is a great resource to discuss how study abroad will fit into your degree plan and what courses you would need to take abroad to stay on track. The Office of Student Financial Aid has a dedicated counselor who works with students to help them determine how their aid package can be used for their study abroad program. And our office on campus is located over in 1118 H.J. Patterson Hall, just across the street from the Stamp Student Union on the other side of Campus Drive. And while we are excited to be able to meet you in person when we return to campus, for now, we're open and ready to connect with you in a virtual setting. So you can visit our website to schedule an appointment to chat with an advisor on the phone or through Zoom. But additionally, if you want to dive a little bit deeper into the details about how to begin the planning process for study abroad, you can attend one of our Study Abroad 101 sessions. We will continue to facilitate live online sessions throughout the summer, and we have a recorded module available on our website 24/7. We also know that when thinking about making a big decision like studying abroad, it's really helpful to hear from someone that you relate to. So fortunately, each year there's a community of nearly 2,000 students participating in study abroad, and many have shared their stories so that students like you can see themselves in a study abroad experience. And that is all on our Terps Abroad profiles. They are on our website and a great resource to connect with this diverse community of study abroad alumni. It's here that you can learn more about their experiences and tips for other students who want to study abroad in the future. On our Terps Abroad page, you can actually search by academic college and even social identity, so you can gain insight on what study abroad was like for students in your intended major, and also students who have a similar lived experience as you. Additionally, we share really fantastic student content and takeovers on our social media, such as Instagram, so you are able to follow along in the day of a life of a study abroad student. So now that you have some introductory information about study abroad, we encourage you to meet with your academic advisor so you can better understand how to incorporate study abroad into your four-year plan. And our study abroad interest form is a quick thing that you can complete that will connect you with the EA advisor who will share guidance and detailed information about moving forward in the process. And you can complete this form on our website. You can also attend a Study Abroad 101 to learn more about our programs and how to narrow down your options. Our go.umd.edu/EA Getting Started outlines some next steps that you can take to plan for your study abroad experience. And if you want to discover more global opportunities available at UMD, including global classrooms, you can find that at go.umd.edu/stayglobalUMD. So thanks again for tuning in to our online session. I hope that this presentation provided you with some concrete information that will help you make study abroad a reality during your time here at Maryland. If you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to email us at educationabroad@umd.edu. We look forward to meeting you in the future.